Welcome everyone to this very special presentation of TQL Sports Network. I'm your host Avery here with my two colleagues, Zach and Joe, and today we will be talking about Ryan Beasley and Tasha Legal taking off in a 50-yard dash. And stay tuned for some words from our on-field reporter Cheyenne, our rules analyst Paul, and a very, very special word from our sponsor. Now Zach, I'm going to start with you because your pick is actually the underdog here, who only 43% of the office thinks is going to be taking home this win. Tell me your thoughts on this bold pick.
Now listen, Avery, my pick is not a bold pick at all. I'm going with the head of Enterprise, our fearless leader, Tasha Legal. Tasha is a vicious competitor who never backs down from a challenge and always perseveres in adversity. One time I saw Tasha book all the freight in the Midwest because she was bored. I've never seen Beasley do that. One time I saw Tasha rent a truck and pick the load up herself because it was an MGO. I've never seen Beasley do that. Besides the countless feats Tasha has achieved in her professional career as well as her athletic career, which very well could have been professional, the eye test checks out. When I saw Tasha running the 40-yard dash through the aisles of the office yesterday, I thought she was a flash. I secretly clocked her 40 times. She came out at 4.3. Most NFL players can't even do that. Beasley claims to have run 20 miles per hour on the treadmill. I'm not even sure that he can run on land, just on a treadmill. And plus, I haven't even seen him run on the treadmill. Do what you want with that information, but if it wasn't me who told you to put the house on Tasha, put all your money on Tasha. The last piece of information I have for you, and it's a big one, is Ryan's ankles. He may have one, possibly two bad ankles. How can I trust to pick Ryan if he might not even get through the race? This makes my decision easy. Why choose an athlete who may have a bad ankle when I can choose an athlete, Tasha Legal? She's going to win this race. Beat the book. I'm taking Tasha.
You know, Zach, everyone's brought up Ryan's weak ankle, but here's the thing. Russell Wilson came back to the field just a few weeks after breaking his finger. And you know, I see Ryan doing the same thing here in this race. He's hungry for this win, and honestly, I just don't think he's going to let an ankle stand in the way of that. Joe, what are your thoughts?
Thank you, Avery. And I agree with you. Bones are strongest where they're broken. Now, Ryan, the beast from the East Beasley, in my opinion, will have come home with the win. I'm not dissing Tasha. I think she's one of the fastest people on that side of the Midwest. But Ryan Beasley is the fastest on this side of the Midwest. You're talking about all that amazing stuff Tasha does. Ryan one time swam a load to the island because nobody would take it. And he did it for an affordable rate.
Doubt it.
And it's true. And now, down to our on-field reporter, Cheyenne, to speak with the racers, along with Team Enterprise.
Thanks, Joe. Ryan, we all know you're hungry for this win. What have you been doing to prepare yourself for this main event?
For this main event, this is a main event between Tasha and myself. We are about to race. So every day I'm coming into this weight room, I am doing miles on the treadmill. I am running sprints. I've been working out. Yesterday was leg day. I am super sore.
You seem super pumped. There's a lot of speculation about your weak ankle. What's your response to the critics?
This thing is as strong as ever. Like I said, I've been working out. I'm ready to go. It will not slow me down. It's fine. I'm hilarious. That's what what's that next question?
I think
Let's
his
go.
ankle's gonna give. If you were shrunk to the size of a pencil and put in a blender, how do you plan on getting out?
If I was shrunk down to the size of a pencil in a blender, that's fine. Before TQL, I used to sell blenders, and the best model in the world averaged about 10 to 11 hours straight. I'm going to get out, and when I do, it's only for the best. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger.
All right. Tasha, you're walking up to the line as the underdog in this race. What do you have to say to the ones betting against you?
Well, Ryan has tiny legs and has never worked on them, so I'm not scared. Do you see these?
Some nice legs.
Thanks.
Most would say you hustle the hardest in the office. How are you putting that same hustle mentality into your preparation?
Well, I'm prepping with margaritas and queso. That's all I can say. Not a whole lot of time in the gym, but again, tiny leg syndrome, and I've been working out for years.
And queso is good.
Queso is good.
To the point. All right, we have two more questions for you.
Okay.
What does a sprinter eat before a race?
Queso. Clearly not a margarita because he'll be at work, but lots of queso.
Nothing. They fast.
Dad joke of the day. She stole it from me.
All right. So last one is, there's a lot of rumors going around that when you run like Jason's running behind you. Is that true? Jason, like Friday the 13th, Jason.
Oh yeah, completely. I would die
You
very
heard it-
quickly. But
You heard it first. All right, so I'm here with Jody Jones. Jody, who do you think is going to take home this win, Ryan or Tasha?
I think Ryan will easily win
Why?
because pretty people don't run very fast. So Tasha's not going to win that one.
All right, we have one more question to ask you before we let you go for today.
Sure.
Do you have an Apple or Android?
I have an Android.
That's terrible. All right, Ryan, who do you think is going to take home this win, Ryan or Tasha?
Honestly, I'm going to go with Tasha on this one.
Why?
I'm going to stick with my girls and say girl power.
All right, then I have one more question to ask you before I let you go. Do you think Ryan's ankle is going to hold up during the race?
No. I
You
just
have
have
a
a
reason?
hunch.
Just a hunch?
Yes.
He does have a weak ankle.
Yeah, he does have a weak ankle.
All right, Janice, who do you think is taking home this win, Ryan or Tasha?
After seeing Tasha run, I'm gonna say Ryan.
Was it a bad run? She's slow.
No, she was running like Jason was behind her.
Oh, man. That's a tough one right there. All right, I got one more question to ask you before I let you go for the day. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes, the pineapple calzones.
You're done. You're wrong.
Those were some very interesting responses from our racers and members of the Team Enterprise. Now over to our rules analyst, Paul, with a quick overview on how this race will be ruled.
Thank you, guys. The rules are going to be pretty simple. We've got 2 team supervisors, a start line, and a finish line. Toes behind the line, no pushing, and no false starts. This is going to be pretty close, so I expect security to be pretty tight as it may get rowdy down there. I haven't seen these sides split since that black and blue dress. Now back to you, team.
Thank you all for tuning in to this very special presentation of TQL Sports Network. We're all excited to see how this race plays out on December 1st, Wednesday, between Tasha and Ryan.